The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
25, check 25, check 25.
Go ahead.
15, check 15.
Kill, kill, kill.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check 20.
Ito Smith, his first carry.
Check.
He's got a first down past the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, here's Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
It's third and 16.
He's ready. Crash. 11. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. Mike.
Third and long. It's locked. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Shut down.
12. Hey. High 7.
Strong right.
From the red zone now, Locke. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Kill. Joker. On. Go ahead. Shoot. Watch safety quick.
On second down now, it's Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Out. Go. Go.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
11 Z. Rush in. Hey, check right. Reggie. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, check.
Throwing is locked. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Look at me. Go.
Saquon Barkley running right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 71 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
No. Off.
Now it's Smith running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. One man. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Strong right. Lucky. Alert 3.
Lock on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Watch the pass. Check three.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Falcons nothing.
Mike, check out. Come on. Here we go. Watch twins. Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, switch gears.
They keep it with Smith on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Check 1 at the 7-yard line.
Switch. Watch the end.
Smith trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Giants' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Bring it. He's crashing. Let's go, Mexico. Big dance. Come. Topper. Check.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Close. Hey, wahoo! Kill.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Go. Check. Ready.
This is Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go. 60 or. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And it's getting that hard. Hey, Alpha. Smooth. Switch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Coming.
Mike's 54.
Look at me. Zipper.
Here we go.
Now.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
I'm all over you.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day.
Go.
Shift.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down carry for Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shoot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's get there. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal.
For the field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 50 seconds, come on. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Shit. Rock it. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
14. Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No. He's coming. We got double up. Take 4. Switch.
Now it's Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twitch.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Let's go. Crunch. Crunch. Motion, motion, motion. Gone right. Check 24.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. Complete to Jones. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
11. On. Deuce.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. He completes it to Jones. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Check 15. Check 15.
12.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go full strength.
Reggie. 12.
To the air again, Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 30 base. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll have another first down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. 36 yards on the play.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 36 yards. First down, Giants.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Falcons' 25-yard line.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch twist.
Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready, set. Hey, Charlie. 55. 57. Mike, 57.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. Here we go, D.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
Make these babies cry.
Buying time to his left. Got a man. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He'll return it from the 6. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling, because
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 17 yards and a giant first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Lorenzo Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Joker.
Bluff. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Locke. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Ready.
You can't block me.
Get it.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Go!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for